Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Amajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakkura Nimiletanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jana Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Srijutapadakammalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganasi Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalitam Sri Vishakham Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kurpa Sindhuvaiva Cha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavya Namo Nama Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today is very auspicious Ekadasi day. So Ekadasi day is very mother of devotion. And nectar of devotion, Srila Prabhupada said that Ekadasi means more chanting, more hearing. That is the activities of the Ekadasi, and minimize the bodily demands. Eat less, fasting is there. So fasting from the grains and fasting less, more and more we less fasting, less take the food, more and more we will have the chanting propensity. We can chant more and more. Also we can hear. So in Ekadasi day, hearing Harikatha is very, very most auspicious, double auspicious actually. So it is stated in these beautiful verses that that how this hearing process is very, very important. In 1634, in the very first canto, it is stated here that it is personally experienced by me that those who are always full of cares and anxiety due to desiring the contact of sense with their object can cross the ocean of nescience on a most suitable boat, the constant chanting of the transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead. So we are starting with this beautiful title, that boat to Vaikuntha. And the very first verses in the first canto, he say that there is no suitable boat than the constant chanting of the transcendental activities of the personality of the Godhead. So that today we can know that how we can board the boat, it will go to Vaikuntha. Because the material world is designated as Kuntha. Kuntha means anxiety. Everybody is in anxiety. Srila Prabhupada said that from the president to a small, even a bird, even a fish, everybody is in anxiety in this material world. That is a characteristic of this material world. You can ask to Prime Minister Modi or President of America, they cannot deny the fact that they are not anxiety, because it's a concomitant factor. Kuntha means anxiety. So, and it is also confirmed by this Mahajana. Mahajana is Prahlad Maharaj, the great devotee. He confirmed this, that yes, this place is very, very, Kuntha. He told that in this beautiful verses, Prahlad Maharaj confirmed this fact that tas sadhumanya asura barya dehinam sada samudigna diham asadgrahat hitvatma patam griham andakupam vanam gatayat dharim asrayat. These are very, very important verses. So here it is confirmed by Shastra and Prahlad Maharaj, O best of Asura, king of the demons, as far as I have learned from my spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body, temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by anxiety because of having fallen in a dark well. There is no water but only suffering. It is a fact. It is a blunt and blunt and blatant fact. It is a naked truth that everybody in this material world full of anxiety because we have accepted this temporary body. We are existing in a non-existential atmosphere. There is an existential dilemma and discrepancy. We have accepted the temporary household life, temporary material world. Therefore, everybody is in anxiety. Not only that, he told that everybody is embarrassed by this anxiety because having fallen in a dark well, there is no water but only suffering. Actually, it is a fact. This material existence is called an ocean of nescience. That is called Vaiterani river, that divided spiritual world Vaikuntha to the material world. So in our aim of the living entities to cross this ocean and go back to other side, that is called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means Bigata Kunta Smad iti Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means there is no anxiety, free from anxiety. There are so many anxiety in this material world. There is birth, there is death, there is disease, there is old age, there is adhyatmic, adidaivik, adibhautik. The measure is by our mind and body. Measure is by our by others, by natural calamities. So many. Body means birth, old age, disease, and UI means Yamaraj, death. So people do not have idea and they do not know that. And actually it is a suffering place. You can see this is the verses actually. Today's our Srimad Bhagavatam verses we are going to discuss. This is the beautiful verses spoken by the Kumara to Prithvi Maharaj. Here it is stated, here Kumara says that the ocean of nescience is very difficult to cross because it is infested with many dangerous sharks. Although those who are non-devotee undergo severe austerity penances to cross that ocean, we recommend that you simply take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, which are like a boat for crossing the ocean. Although the ocean is difficult to cross, by taking shelter of his lotus feet, you will overcome all danger. So here it is said that this ocean of nescience is very difficult to cross, infested with many dangerous sharks. It is not easy that, oh, I can cross the ocean. We do not know that to cross this, it is a very, very dangerous Herculean task, Himalayan task to cross this material nescience. So we need a suitable boat to cross. But first of all, we must know how this place is such a measurable. People have no idea and they have forgotten their birth. You see, birth is also very, very painful. Excruciating pain when we are in the womb of the mother for 9 months. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, one by one we will go that how this material world is so dangerous. In 331, here it is stated this beautiful verses that in the womb of the mother, it is how it is painful. Placed within the amnion, covered outside by intestine, the child remains lying on one side of the abdomen. His head turns towards his belly, his back and neck ahead like a bow. See, we have seen that picture of the small child inside the when it is pregnancy period inside the abdomen. How it is, how it is such a very suffocating situation, suffocating position. Clearly, it is stated here how suffocating. It is stated that if a grown man were put into such a condition as a child within the abdomen, completely entangled in all respect, it would be impossible for him to live, even for a few seconds. Unfortunately, forget all the suffering and try to be happy in this life, not caring for the liberation of the soul from the entanglement of birth and death. It is unfortunate civilization in which these matters are not plainly discussed to make people understand the precarious condition of material existence. That is the problem. All our education, our technology and science teaches about matter, how to improve the matter for our sense gratification, for our comfort. But spirituality teaches us what it matters. That is the difference. All this mundane educations, mundane knowledge teaches us how to earn the livelihood, how to solve the problem of life. But spirituality teaches us the problem that is life. Life itself is a problem. Even after you manage to solve the problem, but how long we can solve the problem? We are prone to death, birth. Birth is so excruciating, painful. Disease, old age. All this obnoxious principle misery. How can I cross this ocean of misery full of dangers? It is inevitable. I cannot. Nobody can. It is impossible. Nobody can escape from this danger. See how the birth is so excruciating, painful. Further, it is stated that in that position, the child thus remains just like a bird in a cage without freedom of movement. At that time, if the child is fortunate, he can remember all the troubles of his first 100 life. He grieves wretchedly. What is the possibility of peace of mind in that condition? Such a precarious, excruciating pain in the womb of the mother, beaten by insects, and so many very awkward positions. Sometimes the mother takes very spicy, and the child in the abdomen, they feel very, awkward position. So birth is not so easy. We have forgotten that. And death is also is very, very excruciatingly painful. It is stated in this Bhagavatam that death, so it is stated in this beautiful, death is not at all pleasing. And since everyone is exactly like a condemned man being led to the place of execution, what possible happiness can people derive from the material objects gratification they provide? Death is not pleasing. At the time of death, our whole body is so disoriented, fragmented, disoriented, disorganized. None of our limbs are functioning properly, malfunctioning. It's very painful when this soul is leaving the body. Excruciating pain. People have experienced that. We have seen that in hospital, how people have experienced so much painful. We can see the YouTube at the time of death, how their psychological, physiological condition is so tormenting, so troublesome. People do not even think of, oh, it's very hard to digest and stomach the death. Let the death comes, we will see. R.I.P., rest in peace. How can one rest in peace at the time of death, so much excruciating pain? There's no question of rest in peace, R.I.P., oh, he died very peacefully. There's no question of died peacefully. You can see here, the demigods are saying how it is painful, The demigods are saying this authoritative statement by demigods that, O elevated demigod, at the time of death, severe, unbearable pain takes away the consciousness of all living entity who have accepted this material bodies. Don't you know about this pain? This is our ignorance. We do not know how excruciating painful it is. How the material life, material existence is like is an ocean and full of dangers, shark. How it is so dangerous. So at the time of death, just like 80,000 scorpion at a time biting you, that kind of pain we experience. So birth is painful, death is painful. Then go to the old age. So old age also, people say old age, oh, they have now armchair philosophy, armchair. They are very happy now, they have retired. They are, they are with their grandson, granddaughter, and they're enjoying their retirement, enjoying their pension, so on and so forth. No, that is a myth. That is a myth. Old age is also so painful. You can see these verses are there, how the old is so painful. See, there is a beautiful verses that the disease is how the old age is very. See, seeing the unable to support them, his wife, others do not treat him with the same respect before. Even as miserly farmer do not accord same treatment to their old and worn out success. See how the old age people do not even care. Your wife and children, they will not care also because you are not supporting them. You are invalid. The foolish family man does not become averse to family life, although he is maintained by those whom once maintained. Deformed by the influence of old age, he prepares himself to meet ultimate death. See how the old age is so people do not care and you are invalid, deformed. He remains at home just like a pet dog eats whatever so negligently given to them. Afflicted with many illness such as dyspepsia and loss of appetite, he eats only very small morsel of food. He becomes an invalid who cannot work anymore. So try to understand through the lens of Shastra Chakkhusa, through the lens of sadhu instruction, through the lens of instruction of your guru. If we have that faith, we can cross the ocean very easily. I will come to later the solution, but let's know the problem first. So this is how the old age is so, so disease is so much, disease and old age is so painful. In that disease condition, one's eyes bulge due to the pressure of the air from within. His glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty breathing. Upon exhaling, inhaling produces a sound like gura gura and rattling with throat. See, all our mucus, bile, the three elements, air, that is completely disoriented, imbalances, and that causes choking. Prana prayana samaye kapavita pite. Prana prayana samaye, the time of death, everything imbalances, choking, kantha varodha. You cannot even chant Hare Krishna. Therefore, it is always advised that Prabhupada always gives the urgency of chanting. If you do not chant now when you are healthy condition, we cannot chant at the time of death. It's very difficult to remember at the time of death. Better to struggle in chanting than struggle in going from one womb of the mother to another womb, going through the birth, death, old age, disease. That this struggle is very, very painful. Better to chant, although the mind is going here and there because of we have no taste in a very beginning stage. We have no taste initially, but that taste will come. We continue chanting. So this is how birth, death, disease, old age, very, very angam galitam. At the old age, your everything, all this big fallen, all your cheeks, all your body, everything slackening. And disease also, you will get the disease. Immune system will go down drastically. So try to understand this. And we cannot avoid this. There is no question of Shastra. Krishna says that you cannot avoid this one. No, sir, you cannot avoid. In any process, any other way, terrible fear of birth and death can never be forsaken by anyone who rests to any shelter other than myself. You cannot. There's no other solution. You try the best of the doctor, just like Steve Jobs. He was suffering from pancreatic cancer. He has got $1 trillion. He was the owner of Apple Inc. But he could not extend one moment of time. Michael Jackson, there's hired so many doctors. Every minute they're checking up their health, but he was died prematurely. We cannot avoid the birth, death, disease, old age. That is inevitable. You cannot bribe it. That I'm a rich man, I can bribe the death. I'm a beautiful man or woman, I can, cheat him. Or I am a very strong person, I can defeat the death. No, nobody can do anything. And it is corroborated in very nice verses. These are the gem of the verses of Bhagavatam. Therefore, Bhagavatam is the best. because it is stated in Padma Purana that what is that? It is Samudra Setu, it is like a bridge to cross the ocean of material nation. It's a bridge. So these verses are like a bridge, it's a lighthouse. It will guide us how to cross. It's like a lighthouses, because we are falling in a deep ocean which is also having no light. It's a dark well, like Prahlad Maharaj, a dark ocean. We have no light, no guidance how to cross. And these are the instructions of Bhagavatam, instruction of the Guru and Sadhu. They are like a lighthouses which will show the guidance. They are called GPS, Guru Positioning System. GPS in a car or vehicle to navigate. So these are called GPS, spiritual GPS. It will show you, guide us to how to cross this ocean, despite it is full of danger. So in these beautiful verses, it is stated that no one in this material world has become free from the four principles of birth, death, old age, disease, even by fleeing to various planets. But now that you have appeared, my Lord, death is fleeing in fear of you. The living entity having obtained the shelter at your lotus feet by your mercy, are sleeping full of mental peace. That is the difference. So no one in the world has become free from four principles of birth, death, disease, old age. No one. So many, the great Alexander, Napoleon Bonaparte, Hitler, everybody gone into oblivion. Gandhi also. So nobody can. Abrahma bhavanala loka punaravartinna, up to Brahma loka. There's no question of you can defeat by your so-called intellectual thing, modern mind, so intellectual, I can adjust everything, I can become very happy. No. You are trying to be happy, but you are fallen into a ocean of nescience. It's a great ocean, so profound, so unfathomable, so infinite deep. How can you cross? People have no idea. They're trying to adjust this material environment, trying to adjust the material ocean and become happy without being crushing. How can they be happy? There is no question of happy. There's another very nice verses. It is say that you cannot, because you do not know, it is so dangerous, and you are trying to be happy in this dangerous situation. There is no question of that. So there's a beautiful verses in 12th canto. For a person who is suffering in the fire of countless misery, who desire to cross the insurmountable ocean of material existence, there is no suitable but except of the cultivation of devotion to transcendental taste for the narration of the Supreme Personality of God at pastime. What a verse. This kind of verses is like a best of best. We are all suffering countless misery and desire to insurmountable ocean of material existence. People even ignorance of this. They are thinking they want to make this world very happy. This world is full of unclean, insurmountable ocean, full of suffering, fire of countless misery. In a toilet, you go and spray the, what you say, today I posted this in my Facebook, Prabhupada has written, in toilet, if you go and spray some perfume, can you make it a clean place? No. Similarly, this whole material world is like a toilet, stinking place. By spraying the perfume, you cannot make it a clean place. No way. You cannot make Dukhalayam to Sukhalayam. You cannot make a prison house to a very palatial, luxurious apartment. No. That is not possible. Impossible. So here it is stated that there is no other way. There is no suitable boat except for the cultivation of devotion to transcendental taste, the narration of the Lord. We have to hear. Hearing is not there. If devotees do not have that taste or urge to hear, they will remain in a neophyte stage. They cannot advance into the second stage. A neophyte stage is very prone to fall down, 2071 purport. You can go and see, because this is a little bit of outside of the things, our subject matter, but it is stated here that 2070, that three kind of devotee. Neophytes they have no propensity, they do not like to hear, so they are prone to fall down. So therefore it is very important that we should know that we are fallen into a very ocean of material nescience. This material existence is an ocean with full of dangers, insurmountable miseries. Is a fire of countless miseries. So very difficult to get out from this. Padam padam yad vipadam. One of the another verses, it is very famous verses. Prabhupada always quoted this one. 10th chapter. Samasritet padapallava plabam mahatpadam punya jasamurare bhavam badirvacha padam param padam 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 yad vipadam natesa. So this verse is very favorite. Prabhupada always quoted. For those who have accepted the boat of lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of cosmic manifestation, is the famous as Murari, enemy of Muradiman. The ocean of the material world is like a water contained in the calf of hook frame. The place where there are no material misery, not the place where there is a danger at every step. Every step, this place is danger. Kuntha. Therefore, Parama Padam means Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means where there is no misery, no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. That is Vaikuntha. Yadgata nanirbantate tadhama paramam. So the boat to Vaikuntha, we should understand now. We are now talking about about the problems, how this material world, according to the scripture, it is full of misery, countless misery. Every step is a danger. So now, what is the process? How we can cross this ocean of material existence? Now the question is there. Now we understand that we need a boat. We need a boat. It's a safe boat which can make us to cross this ocean of material existence. Otherwise, we cannot ourselves. There's no question of we can, in our effort, we can cross. We can try in different process. See, Prabhupada has written in this purport, today's verses. In the purport, Prabhupada has written that nicely, that that material existence is compared to here in a great ocean of nescience. Another name of this ocean is called Baitarani. In that Baitarani ocean, which is the causal ocean, there are innumerable universes floating like a football. On the other side of the ocean is spiritual world of Vaikuntha, which is described in Bhagavad Gita 8.2 as Parastasmastu Bhavanya. There is an ever-existing spiritual nature which is beyond the material nature. Even though all the material universe are annihilated again and again in the causal ocean, the Vaikuntha planet, which are spiritual, exist eternally and are not subject to dissolution. The human form of life gives a living entity a chance to cross the ocean of nescience, which is the material universe, and enter into spiritual sky. Although there are many methods or boats by which one can cross the ocean, but the Kumaras recommended that the king take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Just as one should take shelter of the good boat, non-devotee who do not take shelter of the Lord's lotus feet try to cross the ocean of nescience by other methods, karma, jnana, yoga. They have a great deal of trouble. Indeed, sometimes they become so busy simply enjoying their trouble that they never cross the ocean. There is no guarantee that the non-devotee will cross the ocean, but even though they manage to cross, they have to undergo severe austerity and penance. On the other hand, anyone who takes to the process of devotional service and has faith that lotus feet of the Lord are safe boat to cross the ocean is certain to cross very easily and comfortably. This is a very, very important point. So one has a faith that the lotus feet of the Lord, that faith is very important. Whole devotional service based on the faith. So here it is stated very nicely that what is the safe journey? How we can make the safe journey? So we must have a faith on the boat. Supposing boat is there, safe boat, lotus feet of the Lord, but I do not have faith. Though I cannot board and I cannot cross. So I must have the faith faith on the instruction of the Shastra, faith on the instruction of the Guru, faith on the instruction of the Sadhu. Otherwise, we cannot. We will discuss that more technicality of that. But first of all, you know that we cannot cross ourselves. Because sometimes, as Prabhupada said, that the karmi, yogi, and all, they cannot cross, even though they cross with so much penances. Or it is said that materialistic people, they cannot, because a person who has been covered by ignorance since time immemorial is not capable of effecting his own self-realization. There must be some other personality who is in factual knowledge of absolute truth, can impart this knowledge to him. We cannot our effort. There is no question. Therefore, Krishna is making this Shastra, scripture. Krishna is sending his representative, Nitya Mukta representative, bona fide spiritual master, and all other saintly person, to show the guide, to guide us back to Vaikuntha, guide us to board on the safe boat, which will guide us to cross the ocean. They are our guidance, they are our guide. Therefore, we must have, first of all, we must have faith on that, faith on them. Therefore, it is said that Krishna himself says that there is a beautiful verses in CC Madhya. It is stated here that Maya Mugdha Jibera Nahi Sotra Krishna Jnana Jibera Kurpaya Kaile Krishna Veda Purana. We have no idea about Vaikuntha. We have no idea of Vaikuntha Pati, a Lord of Vaikuntha Krishna. We have no idea. Most of the people are ignorance that they are disease condition. They are in a very precarious condition. Why Maya is giving us pain? So that by when Maya is tormenting us, somehow we will be now awakening. A diseased person, unless he gets a pain, he will not go to the doctor, to physician, for treatment. Therefore, Maya is giving, tormenting. After so many years of tormenting, one may little bit elevated to understand that let me stop this bodily sense gratification, bodily comfort, because it's painful. They will come to the mind level, speculation. Then they go beyond intelligent platform. Then slowly they will go to the soul platform, where they will understand the ultimate cure is the safe boat of Krishna, lotus feet of God. So here it is stated in this beautiful verses, the conditioned soul cannot revive his Krishna consciousness by his own effort. No, we cannot. We cannot cross the ocean, which is full of danger, which is very, insurmountable. But out of causeless mercy, Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature and its supplementary Purana. Because we need a lighthouse, we need a boat, we need a guide. We need a GPS system where we can be navigated to cross the ocean and go to Vaikuntha. Try to understand this. And what are these boats, sir? Here it is stated here. What are the process? Here in beautiful next verses, Krishna say, Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Aponara Jnana Janana Krishna Moro Prabhutara Jibero Hoye Jnana. So how we will get the forgetful conditioned soul is educated by Krishna through the Vedic literature, the realized spiritual master and super soul. Through this, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as is, and he can understand the Lord Krishna is eternal master, delivered from the clutches of Maya. In this way, one can acquire real knowledge of his conditioned soul life and can come to the understand how to attain liberation. So we need guidance. We do not know where is the safe boat? What is the solution? How to board a boat to Vaikuntha? We need a guidance. This is the guidance. Sadhu Shastra book. We must have a faith on that. Sometimes people are devotees, or many people come into the spiritual, but they do not get the faith. Prabhupada says that without faith, everything is a show bottle. Faith is our most important thing. In the elementary position, faith is required. Adau Shraddha, in the beginning, we need a faith that yes, there is a solution. Just like a diseased person, a patient, is going to a doctor. First thing, he must have a faith that doctor will cure my disease. If you do not have faith, medicine also will not work. The right medicine also will not work. Faith is very, very, in elementary stage, we need faith. In the intermediate stage of bhakti, or intermediate stage of process of curing, a process of crossing the ocean, we need faith. And at the end also, we need the faith. Therefore, Shastra say, this is all this very nice teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami. So here Shastra say that Shraddha Sabde Vishwasa Kaya Shrudhida Nischa Krishna Bhakti Koile Sarva Karma Kitta Hoya. So Shraddha is confident, firm faith that by rendering transcendental loving service to Krishna, one automatically performs all subsidiary activity. Such faith is favorable to discharge devotional service. First of all, we have a faith that yes, if I go to a doctor, I will cure. If I take shelter of a safe boat, I can cross this ocean and go to reach Vaikuntha. That initial faith, those Shraddha also very important. Therefore, it is said that in 22:64 in the next verses, it is said that Shraddhavan jana hoye bhakti adhikari uttama madhyama kanishta Shraddha anusari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is further speaking, a faithful devotee is a truly eligible candidate for loving service to Lord. According to one's faith, one is classified as topmost devotee, an intermediate devotee, or inferior devotee. Prabhupada said that what Shraddhavan faithful means understanding Krishna to be Sanambana, the eternal truth, absolute transcendent. If one has full faith in Krishna and confidence in him, one becomes eligible to discharge devotional service. So that is elementary. In elementary stage also we need Shraddha. Faith in Krishna's word. Faith in Guru's word. We may say that where is Krishna? I cannot understand Krishna's instruction. I cannot understand all the process. Then we have to understand from Guru. His representative is coming. His representative is coming and guiding us. Therefore, it is said that this secret of success, or secret of crossing the ocean, is not found in anywhere. You can go and search Veda, you cannot find. You can give so many opinions. Everybody has got opinion. Oh, this is the secret of success to cross the ocean. No, you cannot. Mahajana jana gatasa pantha. It is in the heart of Mahajana. Because the Krishna's instruction or how to go to Vaikuntha, it is now kept secret in the heart of Vaikuntha. Heart of devotees, heart of pure devotee called Mahajana, spiritual master, great saints. It is stated in this verse that Mahajana jana gatasa pantha. This is a beautiful verses. Here in this verses, it is said that Tarka Pratishta, Yudhishthira Maharaj spoke these verses. Tarka Pratishta Sutaya Vivinna, Naso Rishijasya Matam Nabhinnam Dharmasya Tattam Nitam Guhyayam, Mahajana Jaina Gatasa Pantha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, dry argument are inconceivable, inconclusive. A great personality whose opinion does not differ from other is not considered a great sage. Simply by studying the Veda which are variegated, one cannot come to the right path by which religious principle understood. The solid truth of religious principle is hidden in the heart of unadulterated, self-realized person. Consequently, as the Shastra confirm, one should accept whatever progressive path Mahajana advocate. So we should follow the Mahajana. They are the captain of the ship. We are not the captain. Even after we are boarding on the boat, we may drown like a Titanic. But we should ensure that we have a good captain. The captains are called Mahajana, the great devotee, unadulterated devotee. They know how to maneuver this boat. Because they are from Vaikuntha, they know the path. They can maneuver so that all this dangerous element cannot impact us, affect us, and we can smoothly sail to Vaikuntha. It is stated, this verse is very nicely, this verse is called, this is a beautiful verse, very, very important for the devotee. All this is very, very extremely important, paramount important for devotee. This is the process how to get us out. We cannot yourself do that. We need somebody. Nirdeham adyam sulabham sudallabam plabam sukalpam gurukannadharam maya anukulyena navasvataritam puman bhavandim natares atmaha. So here it is said that human body which can award all benefit in life is automatically obtained by law of nature. Although it is very rare achievement, this human body can be compared to perfectly constructed boat having spiritual master as the captain. Instruction of spiritual personality of God as favorable winds, impelling its on. Considering all these advantages of human being who does not utilize his human life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own soul. So here it is said that the captain is spiritual master. The instruction of the Lord is a favorable winds. So without having the faith on the instruction of the spiritual master, without having executing the instruction of spiritual master, we don't have faith means we cannot execute anyway. Execution of spiritual master instruction, we cannot cross. We cannot cross. And this human body has got the privilege or prerogative to cross the ocean. Other species of life, they have no chance. They have no privilege or prerogative. Therefore, whosoever missed this chance, having been awarded spiritual human form of body, is called killer of his own soul. We are killing ourselves, suicidal. This is spiritual suicidal. Therefore, try to understand that in order to cross this ocean, we must have a strong faith in Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. Shastra is nothing but the instruction of spiritual master, Krishna. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. Three things is very, very important. So it is stated that there is very nice verses. In this verse, it is stated, very nice. Soyam sumutriya sudustaram. See, these verses, these words are so beautiful, So it is stated here that, Lord, who resemble the shining sun, you are always ready to fulfill the desire of your devotee. Therefore, you are known as Vijayatri Vancha Kalpataru. Whereas Acharya completely takes shelter under your lotus feet in order to cross the fierce ocean of nescience. They leave behind on the earth the method by which they cross, and because you are very merciful to your other devotee, you accept this method to help. The acharyas, they have left the method because they have come, they know the things, that how to cross. They know the roadmap, how to sail. They know the navigation, everything, how to navigate. So they left that method, just like Prabhupada. He given the method that how to cross, chanting 16 round, regulative principle, morning getting up, Mangalarati, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So here they have given some formula. They've left behind this formula or guidance or SOP. SOP means standard operating manual procedure, or some guidelines. By following, we can cross it. Otherwise, it's very fierce. It is said that this verses is called, you see the Sanskrit, Soyam Samutriya Sudustaram, means it's a fierce, Sudustaram, very fierce, very dangerous. Perfectly Sudustaram, which is very difficult to cross. Very difficult to cross. Personally, means you cannot personally cross. We can cross. Bhavat padambaruho navamatrate. See, Bhavat means, see, your lotus feet, the boat for crossing. So this is the method we can cross it. Otherwise, we cannot make it. We cannot cross to Vaikuntha. And this is our goal of life, to go back to Godhead. Sambandha, Abhidaya, and Prayojana. Prayojana means ultimate goal. The ultimate goal of life is to how to cross. It is stated in these beautiful verses by Prahlad Maharaj. The goal of life is to cross this, to go back to Godhead. Prahlad Maharaj says that Jathai Purusha Seha Vishnu Pada Posarpanam. The human form of life affords one a chance to return back to Godhead, back to Vaikuntha. Vishnu means Vaikuntha. Who resides in Vaikuntha called Vishnu also. Vishate Tada. Vishnu also, so many definitions of Vishnu. So here it is said that the human life is a chance to return back to Godhead, back to Vaikuntha. And we have to adopt this both. And what is the instruction of spiritual master? Particularly in this age of Kali, the chanting of the holy name. There's nothing. Nama, Nama, Nama. Hari Nama, Hari Nama, Hari Nama. There's nothing else. Hari Nam only. This age of Kali, nothing will work except Hari Nam. That is the most foremost and most important activities and supersede all other devotional activities. And if we follow that instruction, we can easily cross the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. You see Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra tossed the stone, he became Ahalya, melted. But Ramchandra has already touched his feet on the so many stones, but not so many Ahalya has come. But you can see when holy name of the Lord will touch our heart, the stone like heart, it will melt. Prabhupada has proved it. When we went to America, people have stone-hearted. They do not know ABC of spirituality. As soon as Prabhupada did nothing but simply sit down in sit down and chant. Tompkins Square Park. He sat down and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. That melted the stone out of many countless living entity. That is the power of the name. Lord Ram broke one bow, but holy name of the Lord is breaking the false ego like a bow like false ego, bow like false ego to many innumerable entities. Innumerable entity. Lord Ram created a breeze to cross, but here, holy name of the Lord, we don't need any breeze to create. It will immediately cross, just like Hanuman. He chanted the name of Hare Krishna, Jai Sri Ram. He crossed the 800 miles of Indian Ocean. So how this chanting is so important? We are so negligent of chanting because we do not know the value of this chanting. We do not know that value. Ajamil, when in fifth canto, fifth canto, you see Sukadev Goswami is explaining different hells. So precarious position, precarious situation, precarious places, hell, hellish punishment. You are being burnt, you are being, fried. Then Parikshit Maharaj was very sad, very, very lamenting, very contemplating how people can overcome all this punishment. Only way to overcome any kind of atonement will not root out our tendency to commit sin, but only by chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Kaschit kevalaya bhakta. What is bhakta? Only by pure devotional service. And devotional service begins with chanting, ends with also chanting. Simply by chanting the holy name with great faith, tremendous faith, that is Shraddha. The Shraddha will come. I have faith that my spiritual master has given, Krishna has given, that chanting of the holy name can make me to cross the ocean of nescience. Then I should always steadfastly chant Namogane Sadarus. Bhagavad Gita, every verses where Krishna is saying Manamana Bhava, Sarva Dharman Paritaja Mamekam, everything should be replaced by the whenever Krishna say unto me, unto his name. Unto his name. Replace everything. That means whole Bhagavad Gita is about chanting. unto me, nai unto my chanting. In Kali Yuga, Krishna is appear, Kali Kale Krishna Rupe, Kali Kule Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. In Kali Yuga, Krishna has come with Nama Avatar. Kali Yuga Avatar is Nama Avatar. No, sorry. In Kali Yuga, Krishna has appeared is very in Nama Avatar. Kali Kule Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. This is there. It is stated in these beautiful verses in Kali Yuga how Krishna has appeared. Hmm. Kali Kale Namo Rupe Krishna Avatar Namo Hoite Hoye Sarva Jagat Nistara. In this age of Kali, the holy name of the Lord Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the incarnation of the Lord Krishna. Simply by chanting the holy name, one associates with the Lord directly. Anyone who does this is certainly delivered. All other process is not indirectly, is not directly approaching Krishna. So much austerity, penance, Vedic study, we cannot directly approach Krishna. It's an indirect process, but direct is chanting. No need of visa, everything. Directly board on the boat to cross the ocean and reach the Vaikuntha. That is chanting of the holy name of the Lord. We must have a faith that how chanting. Ajamila chanted. This Gajendra chanted. Dirba Maharaj chanted. And Lord appeared. Prahlad Maharaj chanted. Prahlad Maharaj, how many times Narsimhadev appeared? Only one time. But how many times Prahlad Maharaj was in great danger? Who appeared? Who saved him so many times? Simply his holy name. Prahlad Maharaj is chanting Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gajendra is chanting Om Namo Narayana. So immediately Krishna came and saved him. Ajamila is chanting the name of the Lord. Even indirectly, not even intending to Lord, but he was saved from the Jamadut. Draupadi was in great danger. She was in great danger in the vicious assembly of Kuru. She was praying for the help. She was attempted to disrupt. She was pleading to the Dhritarashtra, to Bhishma, the Drona, to all his Pandavas' husband. Nobody came to the rescue. She himself tried, but could not. At once she raised her hand and say, "Oh Govinda, oh Dwarakabasini, oh Krishna, oh Gopijana Vallabha, please help me. Prapanam tam pahimam Govinda. Kuru madde bhasidita." Who saved her? The chanting of holy name saved her. Try to understand, devotee, how chanting is very important. Ekadasi means chanting. What is the meaning of upavasa? Ekadasi fasting actually is not just I want to fast, I want to just fasting. No, fasting means upavasa means upa means near, come to near to God. That is called upavasa. Vasa means place, near to place of the God or near to God, called upavasa. Whole idea of Ekadasi fasting is to chant more and more, hear more and more, so that we will come close to Krishna. And chanting is the direct method. Direct method. It is stated these beautiful verses that how chanting is so important. So here it is stated that these verses in purport that simply by chanting one holy name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reaction to more sin than he is able to commit. If one chant the holy name of the Lord, even in a helpless condition, without desiring to do so, all the reaction in sinful life depart, just as when a lion roars, all the small animals flee in fear. By one chanting the holy name of the Lord, which consists of the two syllables Hari, Hari Bol. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every time Hari Bol? One guarantees path to liberation. See, this is the power and potency benefit of chanting. This is the instruction of Krishna. Satatam kirtanta mamayatantascha daddhavata namasyantacha mam bhakta nitya jukta upasate. Who is the devotee? Simply putting tilak and dhoti is not a devotee. Devotee means satatam kirtan, always chanting glory. Always chanting, always chanting. Nirantara chanting. He is actual devotee. He is the first class devotee, Nirantara chanting. So this is the chant, how the great chanting. Even a person is indirectly also chanting, he also get the benefit. Sankhyam parihasyam va stovam helanam evaba Vaikuntha nama grahanam asisaga harim vidhu. One who chants the holy name of the Lord is immediately freed from the reaction of unlimited sin. Even he chants indirectly to indicate something else, jokingly for musical entertainment, even neglectfully, this is accepted by the all learned scholar of the scripture. Even indirectly, some Krishna Nagar, Haram, Ram is coming in Haram. Krishna Nagar is Krishna coming. Although we are indicating this town name called Krishna Nagar, not even to the addressing the Lord, but still it has same power. Lord has invested and impregnated all his spiritual magnificence, spiritual potency, spiritual world in his name. By simply chanting his name, one can get everything, all success. Nama nama kari boda nija sarva sakti tatrapita niyamita smarane nakala etadrishi tabakurpa bhagavan mamapi durdeva midistri mihadana anurag. Lord, our out of his causeless mercy, he has come, because Vaikuntha is infinite. We cannot draw attention to Vaikuntha towards us. No, it's infinite. How to come to there? Simply by chanting, we can draw the attention of the Lord, attention of Vaikuntha. Draw the attention of Vaikuntha to us. Simply by chanting. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Krishna himself say that if somebody is chanting, I am very pleased. I will take him to the Vaikuntha. See, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is so kind that conditioned soul that if kind to the conditioned soul that if they call upon him by speaking his holy name, even unintentionally, unwillingly, the Lord is inclined to destroy innumerable sinful reactions in their heart. Therefore, when devotee who has taken shelter of the Lord's lotus feet chant the holy name of the Lord Krishna with genuine love, the Lord can never give up the heart of such a devotee. See, whole idea we have learned that the boat is the Samasrita Pada Pallava, the boat of crossing the material ocean to reach Vaikuntha is the lotus feet of the Lord. But here it is said that the Lord's lotus feet, who has taken shelter of the lotus feet, chant the holy name of Krishna. Taking shelter of the lotus feet means chanting the holy name of the Lord. Then Lord said that I responded him. Unintentionally, unwillingly, Lord is inclined to destroy innumerable sinful reactions in their heart. So how important the holy name? Lord himself saying, it is said that Lord himself very pleased and very kind. If somebody is calling him, he will take away everything, all his innumerable sin, and help him to cross the ocean and reach Vaikuntha. Therefore, the last verse of Bhagavatam, it is stated that Nama Sankritana Jasya, a beautiful Nama Sankritana Jasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranama Dukkha Samanastam Namami Harim Param. I offer my respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Lord Hari. The congregational chanting of whose holy name destroy all sinful reaction, and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material suffering. How important Bhagavatam is concluding the chanting. Chaitanya Charitamrita is starting with the chanting. Mahaprabhu has come to establish the congregational chanting, Jugadharma Harinama Sankirtana. Establish this. Jagyahi Sankritana Prayayi Jajanti Sumedasa. Lord has appeared Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to establish this congregational chanting, particularly in this age of Kali, so that we can cross this infested ocean of material existence. Infested and infected. Infected by three modes, infested by so many dangerous elements. So how the holy name is so important. Along with, there is two verses, and we will end up these classes. This beautiful two verses is spoken by the Sukadev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. Tasmat Sankritana Vishnu Jaganamangalam Amhasam Mahatam Apikoravya Vidhi Aikantika Niskritam. Sukadev Goswami continue, my dear king, chanting of the holy name of the Lord is able to uproot even the reaction of greatest sin. Therefore, the chanting of Sankirtan movement is the most auspicious activity in the entire universe. Please try to understand this so that others will take it seriously. The most auspicious, the Smat Sankirtana Vishwam Jagana Mangalam. Mangala. It will create auspiciousness. And not only that, destroy the, uproot the even reaction of greatest Mahatma, the greatest mountainous sin. We are here in this material existence and suffering according to our sinful activities. Material existence is testimony that we are all sinful. We are all criminal. Just like a prison house. As somebody is prison house, how he can plead, no, sir, I am not prison. I am not criminal. Prison house, we are in prison house means you are criminal. That is the testimony. So we are in material existence means we are all sinful. We are criminal. We made a crime. Therefore, the only way to get rid of, uproot all this, not only destroy but uprooted this all greatest sin by chanting the holy name of the Lord. It's most auspicious. And the next verses, Sukadev Goswami is saying that very nice verse. Sinbantam granantam viryani uddamani harer muhu jatha sujataya bhaktya sudhyam natman vratadhibihi. So one who constantly hears and chants the holy name of the Lord and hears and chant about his activity can very easily attain the platform of pure devotional service, which can cleanse the dirt from the one's heart. One cannot achieve such purification merely by observing vows, performing Vedic ritualistic ceremony. So how it is important? We can come to the platform of pure devotional service. So let's end with these beautiful verses. There's so many things. It will continue. How important this one. Sankritana, this very nice verse. Sankritana mano bhagavan ananta. So here it is stated that when people properly glorify Supreme Personality of Godhead or simply hear about his power, Lord personally enters their heart, cleanses away every trace of misfortune, just as the sun removes the darkness or as a powerful wind drives away the cloud. So this is what the instruction. This is what the instruction of Krishna, instruction of Sadhu and Shastra, particularly in this age of Kali. More and hear and chant the name, activities, form, glories, everything. That is only way it will destroy our all misfortune, innumerable sins, and bring us to platform of devotional service, or make us eligible to board the boat that will cross the very infested ocean of material existence and reach to Vaikuntha. The boat to Vaikuntha is actually in this age of Kali, is chanting the holy name of the Lord. Chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord and activities of the Lord. Particularly chanting is very, very important. Because by chanting we can cover up everything, starting with chanting. So this is the boat to Vaikuntha actually. We have gone through so many things, how this ocean is, Baitarani ocean is so dangerous. And to cross this one, we must have a faith, the process, our whole process is Hare Krishna movement, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, everything about Krishna name. So full faith on the instruction of Krishna, Sadhu and Shastra, because we cannot ourselves cross by our own effort. So their instructions are, particularly in this age of Kali, Kalotad Hari Kirtanat, by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So on this notes, on this very auspicious Ekadasi day, we end this beautiful subject, beautiful instruction of Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. And thank you very much. Ganthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ekadasi Mahavrata ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol. Thank you all the devotees who have participated, Dimitri Prabhu and all other devotees. Thank you so much. There is no question, so we'll stop here.